Well, did you see that Shohei Ohtani's dog was given a U.S. visa by the former mayor of Chicago, Rahm Emanuel? Yes, it's a wonderful thing that his dog Decoy got this U.S. visa at the embassy in Tokyo, and Rahm Emanuel took a picture of it, which, who gives a shit? I don't. But I thought it was a funny picture that, him and the former mayor of Chicago, his brother is the character Ari from the show Entourage. So I thought that was kind of cool. So I said, hey, you know what? Why don't I start up with that? Now, Bill Belichick is done. And from what I read, Robert Kraft didn't want him to leave in a trade as he came to them through that one day with the Jets, and no compensation. Supposedly the Falcons are interested in him. The Commanders are interested in him. I mean, we're going to see what happens. So there was mixed feelings about him, about Belichick. A lot of it they've said is because of, Brady, and that his record without the guys, we're not. Andrew Filipponi put that last 5 years, 41-42, 0 playoff wins. That's much worse than Tomlin. I love them comparing, his last 5 years. How do you replace a legend, the GOAT? And Michael David Smith said, surprised how many takes I'm seeing along the lines of Bill Belichick would have been a great coach even without Tom Brady. Belichick was a head coach for 11 seasons without Brady. He was well below 500 overall, made the playoffs twice and won a playoff game once. He's going to be allowed to leave the team without compensation, as I said. There's interest. 24 seasons, 9 Super Bowl appearances, 9. 6 Super Bowl titles, 266, 120, regular season record, 30-12 in the postseason. Yeah, very impressive. Alan Hahn said, a coach that is impossible to emulate, a coaching tree that may never bear fruit, and a reign of terror over a league that will never be forgotten. The Brady-Belichick Patriots shook the Boston sports market out of its doldrums and sparked its greatest run. Doug Kyed said, might not have always seemed like it during many of the gruff answers and press conferences, but it was a completely joy to report on the Bill Belichick era in New England. How many people get to say that they covered the greatest head coach in NFL history? I got to ask him questions, pick his brain, learn from him, and cover playoff games and Super Bowls because of his coaching. He said, I was thinking on Monday, how many locker cleanups have I actually had to cover? Not many. Every season from 2014 to 2018 ended with a Super Bowl win or travel from a playoff game on Monday morning. Yeah, and Andrew Callahan said, the greatest coach of all time, the greatest quarterback of all time, and all-time playoff games, what more could you ask for? Not too much. And it got me thinking. How everybody's saying, well, if it wasn't for Brady. So Belichick, okay, 24 years, 9 Super Bowls with Brady. 9, 6-3. Lost to Eli twice, lost to the Eagles twice. Sean Payton and Drew Brees spent 15 years together. 15 years together. 1 Super Bowl. They won it. 1 Super Bowl in 15 years. Eli Manning, Tom Coughlin. Eli played 16 years. Him and Coughlin were together 12. 2 rings. 2 rings. 2-0 in Super Bowls. Marino, 13 years with Shula. 0 rings, 1 Super Bowl appearance. Peyton Manning, 13 years in Indianapolis. 2 Super Bowls, 1 ring. He got 7 years with Dungy. He got, I'm trying to agree. Do I have it here? Yeah. He got, 7 years with Dungy. He got, who's the other guy he was with? He started 4 years with Jim Mora, 7 years with Dungy, and 2 years with Jim Caldwell. Went to 2 Super Bowls, won 1. Then he was 4 years with the Broncos, 2 Super Bowls in 4 years, won 1. Okay. Listen, I'm not saying even win, but you get to 2 Super Bowls. But look at these numbers. Okay, so, that's enough. These are all the great quarterbacks I'm going through. Aaron Rodgers, 18 years in Green Bay, 13 with McCarthy, 4 with Matt LaFleur, and 4 with Matt LaFleur. It's 13 years, 4 and 18, and I'm blanking on the other year, but 1 Super Bowl. 1 Super Bowl. 13 years with Mike McCarthy, 1 Super Bowl. Now, Rob and I were talking, he's kind of a diva and all that stuff, so that's something that could be brought into play. But that's another one. Think about that. Brett Favre, 16 years in Green Bay, 7 with Holmgren, 6 with Mike Sherman, 2 with McCarthy. 2 Super Bowls, 1 win. They went back-to-back. I thought they were good enough to beat the Broncos, but they did not. So that's another guy. Okay, so combine those 2 years played, the 2 guys played in Green Bay for 34 years, and they had 3 Super Bowls in 30, which, compared to other franchises, they take 3 Super Bowls. But it's not like they were winning, all the time. And Elway, 16 years, he had 10 years with Reeves. They went to Super Bowl 87, 88, 90, lost all 3. Then he had 2 years with Wade Phillips and 4 years with Shanahan. They won 2 in a row. But now he went to 5 Super Bowls in his career. Now, he didn't win them all, but that's still 5 Super Bowls in 16 years. That's a lot of Super Bowls. I know he didn't win them, but that's 5 Super Bowls. That is a shitload compared to everybody else. I mean, he had as many combined as Favre, Rodgers, and Breeze combined. And if you add in Marino, because they went to 3, 4, and then when Manning at 6, I mean, think about all of them combined, how many they went to. Okay, so Peyton, Breeze 1, Manning, that's 3. Peyton went to 7, 2 and 2. Rodgers 8, Favre 10, 15. 15 combined Super Bowls with all those guys. And you're talking Belichick went to 9 in 24 years. And I don't think that's given enough credit. I don't care who his quarterback is. It's what you do with your time when you're there. And, man, he did. That to me, that's very impressive. Very impressive. I was thinking about this stuff, and I was like, I wanted to talk about it. It was something that was really pissing me off a little. Well, not pissing me off, but making me think today, like, wait a minute, that's not 100%. That's not 100%. And I was trying to see if I could get on Tara Lynn. Oh, great. So I wanted to get Tara Lynn on. Her friend is in the Miss America pageant. I was like, awesome. I thought she was there today. So yeah, another time. So I wanted her to come up. She is a huge Bama fan, and I wanted her to come on and we could talk about that. That's what I wanted to talk about today. Yeah, so she got back to me, and I really appreciate that. And she'll be on. Dan Lanning has turned down the job. Turned down, done. He's not, which I respect him for. I feel like he's building something good there. That's not the place he should be going. So Belichick, 9 Super Bowl appearances. Saban led Alabama to 9 SEC titles and 6 national championships. And Saban succeeded Pete Carroll as the dump Ohio State secondary coach in 1980. Belichick worked with Saban in Cleveland from 91 to 94, and Belichick replaced Carroll as the Patriots head coach in 2000 before all 3 vacated their long-standing jobs in a 24-hour period. That's pretty crazy, right? I mean, that's crazy, right? Yes. I mean, 1980, Saban succeeded Pete Carroll as the Ohio State secondary coach, 1980. And Carroll doesn't sound like he wants to retire either. We're going to see what happens there. I joked that why not Saban go and coach Bama? Because some of the guys in the company Jays were saying that Dabo should be the guy, but Dabo hasn't been good in a couple years. They haven't had he went to 3 championship games, won 2. I'm not going to deny what he did. He did great things at Clemson, but I think that's kind of like run its course now. So I feel like maybe it's time to, I just don't know who they're going to get. I mean, Dan Lanning was the young guy, 37. A lot of guys have big buyouts. Is it going to be an assistant coach? Sark isn't going to leave. I was joking with Hal about that. And Quinn Ewers is coming back. I didn't know Angel is a big Texas fan. And he was saying Jonathan Brooks in the running game. And I said, I thought he was going pro, which I asked Hal, and I'm like, Hal, you're my source. But Angel said, yes, he's coming off an ACL injury, but I think a guy realizes that, this is as good as it's going to get, and go pro and see what happens there. Yeah, I didn't know he was. So Quinn Ewers is back. They said, so Arch Manning has to sit another year. He goes, well, you're not a patient person. I said, I wouldn't want to sit. Well, he said he redshirted this past year. I said, still, it's sitting a second straight year. He said, Quinn Ewers always gets hurt. He said, Quinn Ewers is going to be the Heisman Trophy candidate favorite going into next season. I think he wasn't NFL ready. I think it was good for him to go back. I think that's a positive. We'll see what happens going forward. But yeah, we'll see what happens. Wink Martindale, The Giants do not owe him any money on the balance of his contract, so he's basically a free agent, could go wherever he wants. They signed Carmen Brasillo. The Giants is their new offensive line coach. Last 2 years with the Raiders, and people are saying the Raiders line was underrated. I didn't think the Raiders line was that great, but then again, they did have Josh Jacobs, who had a monster season last year and came on strong at the end of this year. And we're going to see if Antonio Pierce gets the job. Mark Weber put this up. Jets winning record by divisional opponents since 2000. 229 against the Pats, 479 versus the Dolphins, 500 against the Bills. 229 since 2000, since he took over. 229. That sucks. And Rob gave me this one. Bill Belichick has 3 times as many Super Bowl wins as Jets have division titles. I go, that's... So I had to look it up. Yep. Since 1968, the Jets have won the AFC East twice, in 98 and 2002. Appeared in the playoffs 13 times, and in the AFC Championship game 4 times, most recently when they lost to the Steelers when they should have won in 2010. But how about that? 2 division titles, and he's got 6 rings. That to me, that's amazing to me. That is some crazy and wild stuff. Now, Aaron Schatz said the idea of Belichick coaching an Atlanta team with a retread quarterback instead of a high draft pick is scary, not for the league, for Atlanta fans. Or a trade for Justin Fields, would he really thrive in the Zampese offense? Atlanta's is not the right place. Yeah, so we're going to see. Yeah, I don't feel like a running quarterback is what he wants. And the Commanders, he's got Sam Howell, and they have what's the NFL draft order? That's what I was going to look up. NFL draft order. Aren't they? They're 2 NFL draft order. NFL draft order 2000. Okay, here we go. I think they're the second pick, right? Yeah. Today's a quiet day. Nobody's here. That's fine. Washington. So they could go after Drake May or Caleb Williams, or they could go for one of the. And that's the thing too. Washington, he could bring in his quarterback. Maybe he likes Sam Howell. I don't know. We're going to see what happens going forward. But yeah, I took time today looking up this stuff, and it really bothered me. I was like, I kind of wanted to go through all this stuff. So I did. And I feel like, Belichick, compared to the other great quarterbacks and the runs they had, you need a great quarterback. Other teams had great quarterback. Coaches had great quarterbacks, and they didn't win anything close to him. The closest was, think about it, was Peyton won with 2 different coaches. So really that's one with Dungy and with Fox. Favre won 1 with Holmgren, and Rodgers won with McCarthy. And Eli leads the list. So Rob leads the list with 2. And Elway's got 2 with Shanahan. But he went to 5 and lost all 3 with Reeves and got blown out in all of them. So there's that. But yeah. Marvin Harrison going pro, no shock about that. Kelsey's coming back, 34, 93 catches, 984 yards, 5 touchdowns, 10.6. I thought he took a step down this season. We'll see what happens. He'll be 34 years old. Yes, and what Belichick said, it was the most reporters he's seen at a Pats news conference since they signed Tebow, which I thought was funny. And Kraft said the last 3 years have been pretty tough. Well, dude, I love how the last 3 years have been pretty tough. Everybody would love the run you had. You're spoiled. The Pats fans were spoiled, and the Bama fans were spoiled. So everybody got spoiled in this front. You know what? I mean, it happens. There's up, they're down, down, and up. I mean, yeah. I mean, sometimes, that's the way it is, man. I mean, as Jet fans would love to have even a 5-year run like this, and they had a 24-year run with 9 goddamn Super Bowl appearances. And Bama, he took his team they won 6. What did I say, 11? They lost 3. 11 appearances. 6, they lost 3, and I think 2 other college football playoff appearances. I mean, that's unbelievable, man. That blows your mind. Blows your mind. 11 of his 17 seasons, they were, in the running. And he had 7-6 his first season, never less than 10 wins the rest of the way. You think if they start out like 7-4, 7-5, 7-6, 6-6, fans are going to be like clamoring for him to come back. Yeah, and then Hal said, he's going to be the defensive coordinator for Texas. I said, oh, yeah. I think he's done. I think he's taken his progressive money and all that stuff, and he's just going to enjoy hanging out. And somebody posted something. I guess his son was 12. He got in trouble. He pushed back a kid in a basketball game, and he was telling his son how to not react. And the son was 12 at the time, and he said, "Dad, how many headsets did you break this season?" Yeah, he got kicked out of a game or something. I guess and he said, "How many headsets did you break this season?" I'm like, oh, touche there, son. Touche. And NCAA President Charlie Baker says Michigan won title fair and square. Well, that's good to know. They won it fair and square. That's all that matters. Nunzio Campanelli, offensive associate head coach and quarterback coach for Syracuse. I just like that name. And he was the interim head coach at Rutgers a few years ago. I remember that. Nets lost in Paris. Did you see Ben Simmons walking? Ben Simmons, they showed him walking, I think it was the airport, and hobbling. He's not playing anytime soon. He did not look like he was in any shape to be playing basketball. He looked like he was struggling to even walk. If he's walking like that, that guy's never going to play again. He's going to get an injury settlement, and then he's going to go play in Australia, and miraculously, like in 5 years, he's going to come back and be like, oh, I'm healthy now. But he'll take all the money from the Nets, and that'll be the end of that. Donovan Mitchell, they lost 111-102, 45 for Donovan Mitchell. Third regular season game ever in Paris. Bridges at 26, Claxton 13 and 11 rebounds. Cam Thomas, 26 off the bench. Lonnie Walker, the fourth, who is getting paid bupkis this year, got 20. Jared Allen, 12 points, 12 rebounds, 4 assists, 4 blocks, and 2 steals. The Nets fell to 16 and 22. The Cavs improved to 22 and 15. Congrats to them, yeah. And they did a study. There is no link between load management and less injury risk, but the report doesn't say that load management doesn't work either. So basically, it doesn't say that load management leads to less injury, but also doesn't say that load management doesn't help prevent injury. So I don't know. There was no definitive answer. Is that what they're saying? Because I know we keep talking about load management like crazy. It's enough already. Yankees offer the top offer to Blake Snell. Yes, Blake Snell. So excited for Blake Snell. 14-9, 2.25. Also, Marcus Stroman, if that doesn't work out. So Marcus Stroman started out first half of the year, 19 starts, 9-6 with a 2.25 ERA. 8 starts to end the season, 1-3 with an 8.63 ERA. So Jekyll and Hyde right there. I don't think he's the answer. And then I saw that Ethan, Yankees Recap, put up that they signed Luke Weaver to a $2 million deal. Club option for 2025 could be up to $8.25 million. 30 years old and over 13 innings for the Yankees last year, 1-1 with a 3.38 ERA. Also pitched for the Mariners and Reds, a 6.40 ERA, 25 starts, 29 appearances, and 29 appearances. And this is the thing. He has a 94-mile-per-hour fastball. Matt Blake likes his cutter. He's intrigued by it, is what I read. And I guess we'll see how that goes going forward. So more pitching depth. That's what the Yankees need. They need pitching, and more pitching depth. So we'll see what happens on that front. And thank you, Yankees Recap. If you're not following, follow. It's great. It's on. He went over 2,500 followers. Yankees Recap. He is awesome. I highly recommend you going on that site. And I talked about Ohtani. So that's, did I cover everything right here? Oh, Knicks 22 and 15 at the Mavs, 22 and 16. Devils 22, 15 and 2 at the 2017 and 5 overtime loss. Tampa Bay. Toronto is at the Isles tonight. Toronto at 49 points, Isles at 46. And the Rangers are playing the Blues tonight, which I didn't put that. So that's on tonight too. So Rangers, Blues. We'll see about all that front. See all that all that stuff. That's exciting stuff, right? Exciting. Yeah, I know we're all ecstatic about that stuff. It's kind of, hey, listen, it's hockey. Hockey's a lot of people here love their hockey, and why not? Why not? All right, so what other stuff did I have today? Okay, Embiid is going to miss his 3rd straight game on Friday with his knee. You see? Already happening. LaMelo Ball, who hasn't played since November 26th, could return Friday versus the Spurs. Oh, Wemby got his first career triple-double, and they blew out the Pistons in Detroit. Pistons won 18 straight games they've lost on the road. Cade Cunningham got injured over a couple days ago, and he's going to be reevaluated in 7 to 10 days, so he didn't play. And they're now 6-30, and the Pistons are 3-35. But Wemby got his first career triple-double. So congrats to him. I'm so happy for him. Yeah, I got the Ohtani pictures. So excited about Ohtani, with his dog Decoy. Cute dog. All right, but kind of a goofball. An interesting stat of the day. The Anthony LaRocco, Sorokin for the Islanders, 908 winning save percentage. Shesterkin, 904. And Vasilevsky for Tampa Bay, 896. Three of the best Russian goaltenders in the league overall, all having off years by their standards. See if they can turn around second half. What are your thoughts? What are my thoughts? I think that, the Rangers started off very consistent, and they've been down since. Yeah, I don't think anybody's really, of the teams, none of them are playing good hockey yet. And it's nice to see the Winnipeg Jets, for Angus, is kicking ass and taking names, that they're playing some good hockey right now. I think that's awesome. I'm very happy about it. Oh, Rob is tonight with the kids. They're going to see Billy Joel. That's where Rob is tonight. Aaron's working, and Josh must be he must be out. Yeah, did you hear about this with ESPN? That they put fake names on Emmys? Lee Corso, fake name Lee Clark, Kirk Herbstreit, Kirk Henry, Chris Fowler, Chris Fulton, Desmond Howard, Dirk Howard. So to receive ill-gotten Emmys. Yeah, they had to return 37 Emmy Awards. And two of the guys that got punished, ESPN executive Craig Lazarus and former ESPN employee and College Game Day executive Lee Fitting, who's been fired, who is now at the WWE, was let go this past August. They were doing this to get Emmys. They said, well, these Lynette Cohen was showing all the Emmys she's gotten, which really she shouldn't have gotten for. And I'm just like, really? Really? I mean, you really have to be that? That's disgusting. ESPN, that they go through this whole thing to get fake Emmys because they're not qualified to be up for the awards, these individual awards. That's what I read, and I was like, are you kidding me? We have the Sport Illustrated with having the AI, the fake reporters who are putting up stories. They created these AI reporters, and now this shit? Not good, man. Not good. And Aaron Rodgers was supposed to be off of Pat McAfee. He was on it today, but he was talking about because we really want to know what he has to say about Bill Belichick because, I need to know what his thoughts are on that stuff. That's what gets me through the day, knowing what his thoughts are on this bullshit. Come on. Shut the fuck. Again, they said he's done now, but he's supposedly done. He was done for good, and he came out today to talk about that. Thank God he didn't go on any more Jimmy Kimmel things. And Chase Daniel said he's available to take over as the quarterback coach for the Bears. They fired Andrew Janako. They got rid of the offensive coordinator too, Getsy, who sucked. Yeah. So we'll see what happens on that front. And what I see? Oh, Barkley would have punched Rodgers if quarterback made Epstein joke about him. Caitlin Clark, Hal sent me against Purdue. It should have been an and one, but they didn't give it to her where she was from like almost the center court. Yeah, Caitlin Clark's just amazing. He sent me that one. And Peyton says that the Bills are someone that no one wants to face in the playoffs. So I saw Jair Alexander got his foot stepped on, his ankle screwed up. Desmond Ward got hurt with his knee in practice today. Those two guys for the Packers and Browns, respectively, are guys in the secondary that they need. If we're going to see if that's going to affect them. Sam Laporta was in a brace and said he's optimistic he'll play on Sunday. I guess we're going to see if that comes through. Defensive Rookie of the Year, Devin Witherspoon, PFF's 2023 Defensive Rookie of the Year, 80 run defensive grade, 90.8 pass rush grade, and 79.7 coverage grade. Kid from Illinois turned out to be a real thing. Anthony Santana for the Orioles settles at $11.7 million, avoids arbitration for the Orioles. That's going to be interesting. And then Bumble sent me this. Rob said he saw this. The next 10 World Series predictions. And Rob thinks it's because of their farm system. But I think that's 10 years from now. You never know what's going to happen with the farm system. So next year, Braves, Orioles. 25, Dodgers versus the Blue Jays. 26, we're going to have a Subway Series, Yankees versus the Mets. Then the Orioles, Dodgers, 27. 28 is the Mariners, Diamondbacks. 29, Pirates, Orioles, which last played against each other, I think it's 79. Yeah, we are family. 2030, Pirates, Tigers. 2031, Cubs, Blue Jays. 2032, Yankees, Cubs. And 2033, Rockies, Angels. If you've noticed, none of these are repeat champions. Every single year, we're going to have a new champion. Every single year. Yeah. Oh, wait, no. The Orioles. Now, the interesting thing is Orioles in these 10 years are 3 times going. The Dodgers are listed twice. Cubs once, Red Sox once, Mets once, Yankees twice, Angels even. Angels, really? In 10 years? I don't know. I felt this was, first, I mean, and he says, well, we pick we don't pick 10 years ahead. You never know what's going to happen with the draft. You don't know. I mean, farm systems, I want to keep this and see what's going to happen. I just thought that was a little bit of ridiculousness. So, Company Jace, I saw this from Bleacher Report. Steph talking about the fans booing. He says, I'm booing myself, Curry says. It's our job to give them something to cheer about, and we have not done that. Fans booing the last 2 games. And Klay Thompson says, I don't care. You're supposed to lose sleep over it? I would think you'd lose a little bit over it. You know, I would think that would bother you a little bit. That would bother me if, you know, we were getting booed like that. I mean, I wouldn't be happy about it. Yeah, I mean, they are not playing good basketball right now. Oh, and they want to put the NBA draft to 2 days, June 26th and 27th. They're waiting for the Players Association. We really need a 2-day NBA draft? 2 days? Really? Just like, oh my God, 1 day's enough. It's only 2 goddamn rounds. What are you trying to extend it even further? Drag this thing out? It's not that interesting, folks. It's a draft. It's not like the NFL, man. NFL's a different experience. It's outside usually. I mean, they've made it into a whole event. I mean, it's a thing now. That's a thing. That's an event. So Vrabel linked to the Raiders, Patriots, Chargers, and Commanders. Belichick still wants a coach. Gerard Mayo is supposedly the top candidate. I guess we're going to see what happens with Vrabel. But Vrabel is going to have his pick of the litter. And I'm wondering who the Titans going to. What about Pete Carroll to Tennessee? And he brings Russell Wilson wherever he goes. That's interesting. And Colts GM Chris Ballard compares Anthony Richardson's humility to that of Andrew Luck. Never wants to be viewed as bigger than the team, despite being quarterback number 1. And also, Nick Sirianni on the recent Eagles offensive line struggles. We know we haven't played up to our standard. Are you kidding me? With this extra day, it's kind of like a mini bye. No one wants to play the money game. But for us, we're going to use the extra day to look at that. You got to look at a lot of things, dude. You lost 5 of your last 6. I think there's a lot of things you got to look at. A lot of things. And LeBron and Giannis lead the All-Star voting. Big shit. Don't care. Don't care at all. Don't care. Not even close. No, and Minka Fitzpatrick and DeMonte Kazee, was for the hits. They're both back with the Steelers. Yeah. Oh, my God. Don't care. Don't care. And, Travis Honeyman currently ranks as the number 16 prospect. And there was a trade between the Cubs and I didn't know any of the players. I could talk about it. Marcus Smart out at least 6 weeks with a finger injury. Jalen Hurts says he's going to play with that finger injury. So I guess we're going to see what happens on that front. I went to the store today for the new Rodecaster Pro. I like it. It's kind of like different than mine. And the cord is in the back, which I like. So, and Richardson says he doesn't think he needs to change his style of play to protect himself more. Mentions that he likes playing physical, but just has to be smart. I disagree. Yeah. It's not working for you. Yeah. You can't keep playing, Josh Allen, Big Ben, it catches up to everybody, man. It catches up to every single person. And Buddy Harrelson, 79, was on the World Series, was with the team for 69 and 86, died at 79 today. I know Bumble said, all our heroes are dying, man. It's kind of, it's sad. Listen, I watched, I finished the show that was on, Netflix with Michelle Yeoh, and I'm blanking on the name. So good. And today I watched Echo. Now, the short episodes, I was talking to Gumbo Chef today. We had a good talk while I was walking across town. And Echo, not a lot of episodes. You can watch it all in a couple hours, 5 episodes. I thought it was great. I loved it. I really thought it was great. The girl was fantastic. I love him as Kingpin. It was really well done. So I'm curious. Yeah, it was fun. 5 episodes. The last episode, a new episode of Reacher's on tonight, and the last episode of the season finale of the Monarch about Godzilla's on Apple TV. I got to watch the end of that. And the Mr. and Mrs. Smith looks great too. And Titans and Commanders request head coaching interviews with Bobby Slowick for the Texans. I think he used another season of seasoning, in my opinion. Yeah, Buddy Harrelson. Yeah, fighting. And I think Pete Rose talked about that today, about the fight they had. Oh, and then, what is this? Oh, the guy was comparing the best arenas in the ACC. It's Duke Virginia. UNC Smith Center, and lots of great moments, but not aging particularly well. Louisville's KFC Yum Center, terrible name, terrible team of late. They won their first road game yesterday. Syracuse Carriedoma, yes, I know it's new name, but don't care. Yeah, Virginia Tech's Cassell, then Cleveland, Clemson's Littlejohn Coliseum. Then which ones go? NC State, UNC won yesterday. Nice. You know who played great yesterday was Ingram. What do you have? 7 points, like 19 rebounds. He had a good game yesterday, dude. Then Pittsburgh, Wake Forest, Notre Dame. He said, when they're good, it can be great. When not, it's a library. Hey, Aaron has joined us. And Florida State. Let's go. Oh, and Ernesto has joined us. All right. Some guys have joined us today. All right there, guys. What's going on? Yeah. So they were rating all of them. I thought that was kind of funny. Thank you, Andrew Carter, for that. I thought it was funny ranking. I don't really care about it. So Belichick took on and beat Montana's Niners, packed by 3. Ooh. Kelly's Bills, Warner's Rams, Payton's Colts, Shanahan's Falcons, Mahomes Chiefs, McVay's Rams. I kind of would put Shanahan's Falcons, McVay's Rams like at the lower tier, and I keep all the rest, but I don't think when you're talking about Montana, Kelly, Warner's Rams, the fastest show on turf, which they said they stole signs, which I don't know if I totally disagree. Stephen Ruiz, I thought that was kind of interesting. But, yeah, listen, they had a nice run, yeah. And A.J. Harris committed to Penn State from Georgia. He didn't play that much. I wrote a little bit. I was like, okay, cool, man. And they had the first-round rookie quarterbacks with TD rate less than 3% since 2000. So on this list, he's 4th. I'll tell you what, Ernesto, if your Packers beat the Cowboys, McCarthy should be fired. I totally agree, Aaron. Fired that night. So Bryce Young is 4th worst out of rookie quarterbacks. No, I got what you said, dude. Kenny Pickett, Trevor Lawrence, David Carr, only worse than him. Yeah, and Trubisky's on the list. Blake Bortles, Zach Wilson, Ryan Tannehill, Fields, Wentz, Brandon Weeden, Joey Harrington, Josh Rosen, Blaine Gabbert, and Matt Leinart, who I thought was going to be a beast and never was. And Mike Tomlin now is the longest tenured NFL head coach with one team, 17 with the Steelers. Harbaugh 16 with the Ravens. And Tomlin's only been to 1 Super Bowl, right? No, I'm sorry. He won 17 years. He won with, so he went to, they lost to the Packers. Right, he went to 3. They won 2. They beat, no, that was not him. So he lost to the Packers, but they beat the Cardinals. So he has 2 in 17 years. Harbaugh has 1 in 16 years. Yeah, I don't disagree with you that Tomlin might need to change the scenery to East Rutherford. I think that's the place. Andy Reid has 11, and he's been to 3 Super Bowls with the Chiefs. McDermott, Kyle Shanahan, and Sean McVay. McVay's been to 2 Super Bowls, right? 2, 1-1, right? Okay. McDermott 0, Shanahan 0, and Zach Taylor's been to a Super Bowl, and Matt LaFleur has not been to a Super Bowl. They've got 5 years each. Thank you, Tom Palacero, for that one. Yeah, did you see last night? So Minnesota lost at Celtics beat them. What are the Celtics? 29-8. And Tatum had 45. Brown had 35. They're most ever as teammates. Also, their previous high was, again, 2021 against the Timberwolves when they beat them 145-136. They're 12-0 all-time when Tatum and Brown combined for at least 70 points. And 21 wins, 1 loss when they team for at least 67. They're 18-0 at home is their best start in franchise history, surpassing the 17 straight. They're in 1957-58. Wow, that's a long time ago. They have won their 25th TD Garden regular season. They've won their last 25 at TD regular season contest there, and the T-Wolves have lost 17 straight in Boston. Unbelievable. And Brown has 30-plus in 3 straight regular season games, first time in his career. Tatum has 123 career overtime points, 4th most since he came in the league. Jokic has 154, DeRozan has 144, and Trae Young 138. I thought that was kind of interesting. That's some good stuff. Thank you. That's some good stuff. The Avalanche forward, Nate McKinnon, longest home point streak at any point in a season, matched a franchise record. So he's done 23 straight games scoring at home from start of the season. Gretzky did it 40 straight for the Kings in 88-89. And Bobby Orr's second at 25. That's how great Wayne Gretzky's a freaking There's only one Gretzky. And Robertson just missed by a point for to tie Joe Mullen for the third most points through 250 career games. He is at 275. That's pretty. He had a goal last night. They went 7-2 last night, and against the Wild, and 7 different stars scored in the game, which I thought was. And Wallstedt makes the debut for the Wild. Jesper Wallstedt did not have a good game. Gave up a lot of goals. Has become the youngest goaltender in Wild history, surpassing Derek Gustafsson. Wow. 20 months before, who made his debut March 9th, 2001, 20 months before Wallstedt was born. That's when you feel old. When they show that stuff, you're like, yeah, I feel like an old man. I feel very old. When I see that stuff, I'm like, yeah, I'm an old man. I'm a very old man. Yeah, I thought that was hilarious. Yeah, he wasn't even born. Like you say that, I'm like, oh, he wasn't even born yet. Yeah, and most career goals through 250 games. Jimmy Carson, U.S.-born player, had 143 goals. Austin Matthews, 135. Roenick, 127. Robertson, 119. Tied with Joe Mullen. Pat LaFontaine, 117. Pat LaFontaine was a hell of a player, man. And first time in college basketball history, 4 of the top 5 teams in the AP poll lost to unranked teams in the span of 2 days. 4 of the top 5. The only team that did it was UConn. Kansas lost to UCF last night. Houston and Purdue lost the night before, and I'm forgetting the 5th. All right, I gotta look that up. Let me get to the college basketball. Let me see. Okay, there I am. Yeah, college basketball. Yes. The 1, 2, 3, 5, 9th, 11th, 17th, and 21st teams all upset in the last 2 days. Purdue lost to Nebraska. Number 2, Houston lost at Iowa State. These are all unranked teams. Number 3, Kansas lost at UCF. Number 5 of Tennessee lost at Mississippi State. Number 9, Oklahoma lost at TCU. TCU, that was the first time they beat a top 10 ranked Oklahoma team since 1986. Number 11, Marquette lost at home to Butler. Number 17, Colorado State lost 65-58 at Boise State. Number 21, Clemson lost by 15 at Vatech. So how about that for a day? And all to unranked teams. John Fanta, you are awesome. Thank you for that. I was like, holy shit, man. That's a day where everybody sucks. Yeah. Yeah. Houston lost first game of the season. They were the last undefeated team. I mean, just talk about ass kickings. A lot of ass kickings. And, yeah. Around the Pac-12. Oh, I watched Bronny play last night. They played Washington State. He looked like shit. That team looks like shit. I wasn't impressed at all with Bronny. I thought he wasn't doing much. He got the ball turnover. He had no points in the game. He played, I think, like 17, 18 minutes. Didn't hit any of his shots. Took a bad, ill-advised jumper. That whole team sucks. There's a guy, Isaiah Collier, who hurt his hand in the second half. He's a freshman, averaging like 14, 15 a game. You know he's going pro after the season because these guys get drafted. But Bronny needs to stay in school. He did not. I watched him a lot, and Rodman's son, is it J.D. Rodman? I think his sister Trinity, who's a star in the NWSL, was shooting out, throwing towels out during the game because the game was at USC, and even LeBron left before the final buzzer. That team sucks. I don't know why he picked USC. I mean, did he want to be closer to home? But he could have went anywhere. I just don't think they're not good. Yeah. Cal gets first win at UCLA since 2012. Oregon and Arizona State each start conference play. Hey, good. Mr. What's his name? Brother is the coach at Hurley. Yeah, Bobby Hurley's the coach at Arizona State. And number 2, UCLA. Number 5, Colorado. Number 8, Stanford. Number 9, USC. Yeah, I know. He's going to get drafted, Aaron. And name alone and the fact that LeBron wants to play for whatever. Yeah, dude, he's not there. He's not ready for that stuff. He is not ready for that stuff. Yeah. Yeah, so there's four women's team in the Pac-12. UCLA, Colorado, Stanford, and USC. No, I watched them play last night, Aaron. The talent is not there. Not there at all. No, and I watched him play last night. I was very disappointed in his game. Yeah, not even close. Yeah, I saw this about that was stupid. There was some stuff that's kind of cool and other stuff just dumb. Let me see. Oh, so my friend Gumbo Chef, what did I see? Yeah, Trojans. Trojans are 71% free throw, 173rd in the NCAA. Team shooting 71%, that's terrible. That is atrocious. That's atrocious. That's beyond atrocious. Yeah, and Gumbo Chef sent me something really. Jaylen Brown said guard and Anthony Edwards down the stretch was not tonight. Edwards went 1 for 7, scored 3 points across the fourth quarter and overtime. Thank you, Tim Bontemps, for that one. And the Bears requested to interview Seahawks offensive coordinator Shane Waldron. Why? Why Shane Waldron? Seattle's not that good. Really? That's who you're going after? Just more shit. I mean, come on. Good God. Yeah. Short list. That's the guy you want to bring in, Shane Waldron? I didn't think they did shit this year. Yeah, I'm like, really? That's who you're going with? Shane Waldron. Yeah. Oh, and Darko Rajakovic said, the Raptors coach, I feel that I'm going to always stand up for my team, my players, and my organization. Everything that happened yesterday is behind us. Damn, clutch points. Thanks for that. Yeah, he was pissed. Pissed. Yeah, Wembanyama last night. First triple-double, 16 points, 12 rebounds, 10 assists. Congrats. Your first triple-double. And Seattle Times Sports said the biggest reason that Pete Carroll is no longer the coach of the Seahawks is the Seahawks stopped being a team resembling what Pete Carroll created. Yeah, inefficient. Not good at all. Yeah, that rant was great. It was awesome. So UNC 67-54 over NC State. They were up by 2 at the half, and they pulled away second half. RJ, they didn't look great. They didn't look great. They cut out like 9 points. They didn't look really good. Yeah, how about this? Saban, 109 weeks at AP #1 more than any program. Only head coach to win national title in 3 different decades. Coached 49 NFL first-round draft picks, most of any coach in NFL draft era. 292, 71 losses, 1 tie in his career. About time someone called out the laps. Yeah, it always sucks, and there's too much flop in there. Aaron, the flopping's out of control, dude. It's just too much. Louisville, first road win for head coach Kenny Payne. Kenny Payne is in his second year. That's terrible. Yeah, they won at Miami. That was a huge upset. Miami was, like 11-4? I was like, that's some terrible shit. Yeah, I love that UCF beat Kansas. Fuck Kansas, the Jayhawks. Kiss my ass. Up your nose with a rubber hose. That's what I say on that front. Yeah, Gumbo Chef gave me something, and I wanted to find it. Yeah, I talked about them. Who cares? We talked about the plus minus. That I'll keep. We talked about Robertson. No, Gumbo Chef sent me something really good, and I kind of wanted to keep it. He sent me it was really funny, dude. Yeah, I don't know if Anunoby is the same. Yeah, Cubs. Yeah, talked about the Cubs. Who cares about, they got talked about, that's a good trivia question. That's not what I wanted to talk about. I talked about him. I want to get him on a future show. That's me. I got the sacks. Who cares? Yeah, most wins first 2. That's good. Not be a good trivia question. Yeah, that might be a trivia question. Yeah, they kicked ass. Michigan. But he sent me something really funny. I'm trying to find. Yeah, first championship. 16 to go 15-0. 15 wins, most ever in Michigan football history. And Quinshon Judkins is going from Ole Miss, where he had almost 3,000 yards rushing 2 years, to Ohio State. That is a big pickup. That guy can run. The coaching carousel is insane. So many coaches available, and the Bears have their thumbs up their asses. Aaron, you speak the truth. You speak the truth. Yes. So 3 teams entered the college football championship game with a win streak of 20-plus games. All 3 lost. 2017, Bama came in on a 26-game winning streak. 2020, Clemson came in on a 29-game winning streak. And 2023, Washington came on a 21-game winning streak. Yeah, well, Bill Belichick, things need to be fixed. Harbaugh has picked up $7.425 million in bonuses the last 3 years. Good for you, dude. Yeah, good for you. What is going on here? Yeah, 27 touchdown he got. And he got a second one, 28. Yeah. So they gave up 4.2 yards per play against Washington. Held ranked opponents to 4.4 yards per play. They held Washington, the number 5 offense, just 4.2. Hey! Then the Jets have their thumbs up their ass. Oh, Josh has joined us. Hey! All right there, dude. All right. 5 teams in the East are tied at 21-15. 21 wins, 15 losses, including Miami. Kevin Love says he's never seen anything like this. Kevin Love, I agree with you on that. Thank you, 5 Reasons Sports, for that one. I had something funny I wanted to... Yeah, what did someone put? At the game, at the championship game, this was from John Ewing. He goes, brothers don't shake hands. Brothers got a hug. What movie? Brothers don't shake hands. Brothers got a hug. Did you eat paint chips as a kid? Why? And John Ewing said, a lot of mediocre quarterbacks in the NFL currently. J.J. McCarthy will fit right in. Burn. Burn, baby, burn. Okay, play like a Jet. 3 things that we can say with just about 100% certainty. Yes, Tommy boy, you're fucking great, Aaron. That's why I love you. 3 things we can say with just about 100% certainty for 2024. Zach Wilson won't be here. Yeah, rest in peace, Chris Farley. Yep, that sucked. There will be a veteran backup with a track record. Quarterback is off the table in round 1. Could be a possibility on day 3. Okay, what do you think, Josh? Day 3? Wait. Oh, David Bakhtiari. They think that Aaron Rodgers will try to get him for the offensive line, but he's always hurt, dude. Isn't he hurt all the time? He's hurt all the time, man. I'm always worried about him. He's hurt so often that I'm just concerned that he, Jazz 8-2 the last 10 games. All right, Jazz kicking some ass. Yeah, talked about Giannis. I'm trying to find this thing my friend sent me. It was really funny, dude. And I know I saved it. Yeah. Wait, who's this? Oh, okay. So there's what are they saying about the Golden State? There's too many holes to spend. 10th pick. Yeah. Got to go online. Totally agree. Yeah. Players get paid 30, 40, 50, and now $70 million a year, and it's the coach's fault. It's simple. Play better. That's it. Play better. Yeah, I guess can't blame the coach all the time. Players got to play better too. Trying to find the thing about I was trying to find, don't care about that. He sent me something really funny, man. John Morant. Yeah, Chet Holmgren. I don't know. Maybe I didn't save it. Yeah, I guess I got to find it. Yeah, Garrett Wilson, what do you think? Switching from 17 to 5 so they can give 17 to Devontae Adams? Hey, Angel, Mr. Texas. Hey. Yeah. So what did Deontay Lee said about Michigan? Today is not the day to work on J.J. McCarthy's draft stock. I agree. Run the fucking ball. When I was saying there in the game, just run the goddamn ball. Yeah, and Tim Murray, I agree. The only reason it was a game was because of Michigan's play calling, which was bullshit. Yeah. John Harbaugh showed up like in the middle of the game. I was like, what the hell's... I know he sent me something. Yeah. Shit. I don't have it here. How about the Jets undrafted free agent rankings all time? Wayne Corbett. What do you think about this, Josh and Aaron? Jets undrafted free agent rankings. Wayne Corbett 1. Actually, that was the entirety of the ranking until now. 1B, Bryce Huff. Undrafted free agent's a stud, Bryce Huff. Wayne Corbett was sleeping on someone's couch. And who was the coach then? Was saying, who was the dipshit? Who was the coach back then? He said you can get go rent an apartment. Wayne Corbett was awesome. Oh, Riddick College Football put Michigan hazing the pledges when they won the game. I thought that was hilarious. Hazing the pledges. Hilarious. Yeah, I was trying to find the thing that he sent me, but I don't. So Donovan Edwards entering the championship game, 3 total touchdowns and no more than 52 yards rushing in any game. 2 rushes, 87 yards, 2 touchdowns. I don't know what the hell. And they didn't use him enough. Like, dude, use him more. I'm like, come on. Yeah, all these coaches announced for, I got to. Gumbo Chef sent it to me. You know what? Maybe if I open, did he send it on here? I got to text him and he'll send it to me. Yeah. No. That's what I want. Yeah. Oh, Jesus Christ. I don't know my fucking password. Shit. Let's see if this works. I was trying to find it. Go. He sent me something. It was really funny, too. I can't. Oh, maybe it's here. Oh, baby. I don't know why this interests me so much. I'm just continue as JD Talking Sports. It's taking, oh, Jesus Christ. I don't care. Oh, Jesus Christ. Let me see if this works. I'll get it for you next. I don't know why this bothers me. It was just really funny. It was talking about all the, I thought he sent me something on here. No, I guess I gotta ask him to send it to me again. It was really funny. I guess it's all we are is dust in the wind. All we are is dust in the wind. Oh, no, I don't care. Let me see that. I know he sent it to me on here. No. He sent me something. Oh, man, that really bothers me because it was really funny, dude. No. Did you touch on the Keith Carter? What's the Keith Carter stuff? Talk to me. What happened to Keith Carter? Talk to me, Aaron. Aaron, don't leave me hanging like this. What happened with Keith Carter? Oh, now I got to look up Keith Carter. Okay, let me look up Keith Carter. Okay, here we go. Keith Carter. I'll be honest with you. I had a lot of stuff in my head today. You know, we watched Jets are dust in the wind of. Yes, they are. Keith Carter, football coach. Okay, here we go. New York Jets players appear to take shots at offensive line coach. Oh, well, that's always good. So they didn't like him. All right. Oh, and Becton, huh? May not have many fans. In the Instagram post from former NFL offensive lineman Taylor Lewin, the former Titans tackle called out Carter as one of the few coaches he's liked from his time in Tennessee. Offensive, Becton said, "Ain't nothing but facts." Woo! Which was since deleted. Captured by fans. Yeah. Yes. Still blown away. Vrabes was fired this afternoon. Guy's a dude's dude who got the players ready every week with a clear game plan. Loved him as a coach, except 2018. Loved his coaching staff besides Keith Carter. It was hard work, but it was always worth it. I had no doubt my son will find a new head coach job, and then his son. Okay. So I don't know what happened in 2018. I'm more interested. Oh, Breece Hall quote tweeted a post about Carter from New York Jet Matt with 5 laughing emojis, where I can't find it. And then former NFL fullback Patrick DeMarco, who played for Carter Atlanta. Keith Carter was nobody's favorite coach, and I can say that with a lot of confidence. Dylan wrote, "Good morning to everyone except Keith Carter. Get this man out of New York." Yeah, wow. Yeah. Carter was not well received with the Titans and seems to be headed toward the same fate with the Jets. Yet it appears Carter will be returning in 2024. What the fuck? Salah suggested that the offensive line coach did a really nice... Can we get rid of Salah? Can we get rid of Salah? I mean, enough already. Enough. Yeah. Yeah, that was a funny list there, Josh. I mean, really? So this asshole, guys are saying, your team is saying shit about, they don't like him. Yeah. Garrett Wilson has criticized the offense's ability to adapt, which falls directly on Nathaniel Hackett. He's back. Accountability, nope. Salah just keeps saying, yep. Okay, Josh. Vrabel is China, and Salah is Rhode Island. That's if I'm going to take coaches on their talent as coaches, I'm going to put Vrabel is my whole apartment, and my little pinky right here is Salah. Actually, he's right here. This finger right here. This finger right fucking here. And when you hear people talk about that, never going to have this many quality head. Yeah, never. And we're going to keep Robert Saleh for a 4th year. Now, I did read that Vermeil did not have a good first 2 years with the Rams. Then they won a title the next year. And, he got lucky. He also got a quarterback who was phenomenal. Is the Jets' job desirable right now? No, I don't think so. Aaron, I really don't think the job is that desirable, in my opinion. What do you think? Do you think it's a desirable job? Well, it's an NFL job. But you're nervous. You have Aaron Rodgers. Okay, you have Breece Hall. You have Garrett. You got Jermaine, what's his last name? The defensive lineman. Or Quinton Williams. You got Sauce, maybe. I still think it's an NFL job, and an NFL job is desirable because everybody thinks they can change a team. Like I can change this. I can fix this. Can the culture finally change with this team? When guys are saying, he was an asshole, and Salah just keeps eating buckets of shit and going, it's not that bad. It's real. These guys are doing it. How could you say with a straight fucking face after finishing 7-10 and having Zach Wilson as your quarterback and Trevor Siemian to end the season saying, they play so hard. Who gives a fuck if they play hard? Who cares? The season was a shit show. You were the coach. I don't care what the ownership said. You could have been like, hey, this isn't working. Chargers, Commanders, Falcons, Pats, Titans, those are all the jobs for the taking. Seattle. Yeah, they're all out there. Chargers, you got the quarterback. Commanders, that's well, at least they got new ownership, so I'll take that. Yeah. Well, you got a worse owner, but I think you have a quarterback, Bryce Young, who could be the real deal. So I think Bryce Young has upside. I just don't think he had good, and he has no talent around him. There's no talent on that team. Yeah, there's a lot of jobs out there, but there's always a coach who thinks they can change. I can change the culture. They need a Parcells to come in again. They need someone to come in. They need Belichick. You know what? I'd throw the book at, if Belichick now, you know what? If I was Woody Johnson, I'd do a 180 and be like, fuck it. You know what? Salah, he owes nothing to these guys. But if Belichick was like, you know what? Kraft doesn't want me anymore. I'm going to do a big fuck you to him. I'm going to go talk to Woody Johnson. Go, you know what? I want this team. I can take this team places. How about that? That would be a big, that'd be like, what? If that happened, can you imagine that? He comes back. He's pissed off at Kraft. Kraft said no compensation, and he goes to coach the Jets, and they have a year for the ages next year with him. How about that? Throwing that one out there. Or bring back Carroll. I'd bring back Carroll. I think Carroll's a better coach. And you know what? Bring back Carroll and let him and Russell Wilson and Aaron Rodgers fight it out to quarterback the team. Better than what you have right now. And I take Russell Wilson right now around. I don't trust Aaron Rodgers, man. I'm not sure he's going to be 100% healthy. Bringing him and Russell Wilson, anything to change this up, anything. But you got Robert Saleh, who's just like a dipshit who just keeps on, they keep giving him more piling hot piles of shit, and he keeps eating it like it's the greatest thing. It's like eating chocolate pudding to him. It's bullshit. It's fucking bullshit. It's bullshit. It infuriates the hell out of me. Yeah. So pisses me off so much. It disgusts me. It really does. This whole, just the constantly saying, oh, he's a good coach and all this, and Hackett isn't a good coach. They all suck. It's time to move on. Come on, guys. They suck. We know they suck. Rodgers is a 40-year-old diva coming off a torn, and he's the guy running the franchise. Unreal. I totally agree. Aaron, totally agree with you. Totally agree with you. We have no idea how he's going to come back next year. No idea. No idea he's going to come back next year. No clue. We have got no clue on that front. Yeah. Yeah, I totally agree with you, man. Totally agree with you. Okay, so... they're talking about that's another team that's going to suck, the Bears. Eberflus is not a good coach. But it sounds like they're going to keep Justin Fields. But Luke Getsy and Nathaniel Hackett right up there with the two shittiest offensive coordinators. Kevin Warren said when he was at the Rams, they won 9 games in 2 seasons. Dick Vermeil stuck with them year 3. They won the Super Bowl. That ain't happening with the Jets. I mean, I'd love to see it happen, but I don't think that's happening. And they got Montez Sweat from the Commanders, led the team in sparks, changed the whole defensive. That's the thing. You bring in a guy, changes everything around the team. And Aaron Rodgers isn't that guy. They need a guy to come in that the guys will run through walls. And I don't think Aaron Rodgers too much, just talks too much shit. Yeah. And Bears, because of the draft picks, they could trade down the draft picks. Oh, you mean of not going with the number 1 taking a quarterback? I think they should take Marvin Harrison to number 1. Or trade down and get Marvin Harrison. I think Marvin Harrison Jr. is going to be a beast. I think he's going to, his dad had a phenomenal career. I think he's even better than his dad. There's things he does. I mean, Michigan was covering him and everything. Yeah, quality coach would want. Of course they would. Yes. Yes, but the Bears are run like shit. All these franchises are run like shit. Those kids were ready to run through a wall for him. Who? For Rodgers? Come on. Really? Yeah, the best quarterback that we'll have on the... Okay, wait. So this is Josh is saying. The Rodgers is and will be the best quarterback the Jets will have on the roster in my lifetime. Dude, you cannot say... Dude, that's terrible to say. To say that means that they're never going to get any better. That you're saying a 40-year quarterback coming off an Achilles tear is the best quarterback in your lifetime is depressing as hell to say. Yeah. Yeah. I am not crazy about... Are you talking about Salah back? Yeah, I have a problem with that. Those kids were ready. Garrett, Brees, and Ruckert. Fuck, you know what? Listen, everybody was drinking the freaking Kool-Aid. He comes out with the American flag. I'm coming home from work. The greatest quarterback in Jets history? Namath, man. In my lifetime, in your lifetime, Yes, in your lifetime, but he hasn't played it. How is he the best quarterback? He played 4 snaps for the Jets. How can he be the best quarterback in your lifetime if he didn't play? He played 4 snaps, 5 if you count the Achilles snapping. I mean, you can't say that. He played 4 snaps. He didn't even play a game. So no, he's not the best. He is the best he's potentially the best quarterback the Jets have ever had. He has not played for the Jets. So no, you cannot say that. You can't, dude. He hasn't played yet. If he plays next year, then yes, he'll break all the records, blah, blah, blah. If he does that, then yes, I'll say that. I'll say it till the end of time with you. But in my lifetime, see, I was too young for Namath. Yeah, there was no, Chad Pennington. I mean, the list, Ken O'Brien. And you're a true Jets fan, man. I was not a true Jets fan. I'm not like you. You guys are, yeah. But the thing is, I think the fans are smarter than the goddamn ownership. I think you guys are smarter than the ownership. And that's the problem. The ownership sucks. The ownership really sucks. Yeah, just ridiculous. They suck. Yeah, and that was all right. I knew she was calling. My mom went to see a Broadway show my mom went to see a Broadway show first time since my dad and everything, and she had a blast today. So she wants to tell me about the whole show. So I'm like, all right, I got to call her back. She knows I'm going to call her back. I'll tell her, I'll be like, Mama, I'll call you back. Yeah, but what were we talking about? Yeah, I mean, I hope so. Oh, Michigan goes, I'll be home in about an hour. Leaving Jersey City now. All right. Yes. Yes. Yeah, call back my mom. I'll call you back. So I hear what you're saying. I just feel that listen, I hope Josh, Aaron, I really hope that Aaron Rodgers can become that man. I really do, for your sakes. I really do. I do. The O-line, but maybe they'll draft some guys. And Josh, I hope he becomes the greatest Jets quarterback in your lifetime, but I hope that he's not the first. He is the leading. He passes the torch to where the Jets get good quarterback after good quarterback after good quarterback. That's what I would like for you guys. That would make me very happy. You know what also would make me very happy? So Andrew Filippini covers the Steelers, says that Mason Rudolph ranked since becoming the Steelers starting quarterback, number 1 in passer rating, first in completions above expectation, and first statistically, yeah, so number 1 in completion percentage, number 1 in completions above expectations, and first statistically the last 3 weeks, and now he's going to play the Bills, which means that all those stats and all those number 1 are going right out the fucking window. So good luck. Yes. Congrats. So they said the Flutie effect is when athletic accomplishments increase exposure and eventually enrollment. So listen, Saban arrived in 2007, and Alabama's enrollment has increased from 25,000 to 40,000 students, 60% jump compared to a 10% national average. They went from majority of the student body consisting of in-state to majority now being out-of-state. Now, out-of-state is 32,000 a year. In-state's 11,000. And I know someone I used to train, 2 of her kids went to Bama. I know a lot of kids that went to Bama now, which means it's increased the annual revenue by hundreds of $millions under Saban. They paid him $130 million over 16 years, but they could say he was worth more than $1 billion. Chancellor Robert Witt of Alabama said Nick Saban is the best investment this university has ever made. You can't believe how many kids out of state go to Bama now. You can't. It's out of control. So in 2007, Saban got 8 years for $32 million. 8 years for $32 million. Guaranteed to woo him away, guaranteed money to get him to the Dolphins, making him the sport's highest paid coach. 2 decades later, more than 50 D1 coaches have annual salaries over $4 million. Saban won 6 natties since 2007, still topped that list at 11.4 this year. That is crazy. So Fisher got $77 million buyout. Before that, the highest buyout was Gus Malzahn, $21.7 million from Auburn. Entering the 2023 season, more than a dozen head coaches had publicly available buyouts that exceeded $40 million. More than a dozen. So Smart, back-to-back, signed a 10-year, $112.5 million extension in August 2022, guaranteed through the end of 2026. That's through the end of then pays out 85% through 2031. So the buyouts, it's just crazy. It's just crazy. So it's in May 2018 was guaranteed at 65%. Now it's up to 85% is buyout. And Gary O'Hagan, an age over 2+ decades, says it's been a 25-year bull market. It's gone straight out. Yeah, it's crazy. Yeah. So if Smart were to resign from Georgia before the end of 2024, he would owe the university just $5 million, which the team that he would go to would pay for that. DeBoer was making, this is a guy who was anonymous, went from Fresno State to Washington, signed a 5-year, $16.5 million deal. What do you think he's going to get in his next deal? Now, this is cool. Craig Stevenson said, I was covering Bama for the Anniston Star when Saban was hired. A close friend asked me what I thought was a realistic outlook for Alabama under Saban. I said, he'll win multiple national championships, but probably be gone in 5 years. I was a little off, he said. 5 years he'll be. Yeah, 5 years. Yeah, and they're saying all the guys that they could go after. I'm like, but they did lose 5-star class of 2024 receiver Ryan Williams, who could still go there, but he decommitted from Alabama, which he committed to in October 2022. 25 means another year. He's only a junior in high school. I mean, come on. Could go to Auburn, Dan Lanning, all day. I mean, Dabo Swinney, come on, dude. Yeah, they've been 14th, 13th, and 20th the last 3 years. Haven't smelled, past few years haven't been as good, so that's not happening. Come on. Not happening at all. So it's about Wemby. Congrats to you. Golden State. Steph Curry on the trade deadline, he says the definition of insanity, doing the same thing and expecting a different result. Well, it's not working right now. And Netflix is going to do a quarterback docu-series with basketball. Will feature LeBron, Jason Tatum, Jimmy Butler, Anthony Edwards, and Domantas Sabonis. It's going to be James Springhill Company, former President Barack Obama's Higher Ground Productions, and Peyton Manning's Omaha Productions, because only the rich get richer. Yeah, Tar Heels won yesterday. 12 turnovers, 11 assists. Got to tighten it up. Ingram had 9 points, 19 rebounds. Davis had 16, and Casey Morsel had 12 for NC State. UNC improved to 12-3, and NC State fell to 11-4. And Michigan suspended Mug McDaniel for 6 road games. It sounded like academics. They wouldn't say what it was. He goes, please, respect my privacy. They're 1-3 in the Big Ten, 6-9 overall. So 6 road games, and this guy plays 36 minutes a game. Yeah, so I would say that's gonna hurt him. And Aubrey Griffin, who for UConn, ACL tear in her left knee in their 94-50 win over Creighton. So they've lost Jana Alfie, tore Achilles during the summer. Ozzie Fudd tore ACL and meniscus in November, and forward Ayanna Patterson, season-ending knee surgery in December. And Caroline Ducharme played in 4 games at the beginning of the season, but has since been out with head-neck spasms. So Griffin started 5 games, 9.6 rebounds, and an assist. 30 games last year. She was projected to go number 19 in the WNBA draft next season. Not good. Not good at all. Yeah. I talked about Washington State. Stars beat the Wild. The Mets signed. I looked this up. What's this guy's name? Wait, did he say? Yeah. I want to see. I just want to make sure Josh didn't say anything. No. Okay, Josh is still going on about. They signed Yaxel Rios to a invitation to the big league spring training. He's 30, spent 6 seasons in the big league, 5 teams: the Phillies, Pirates, Mariners, Red Sox, and Athletics. 92 relief appearances, 6.32 ERA. Congrats to blah, blah, blah. He's intriguing. The Rangers signed Shane Green, former Yankee, and also Jonathan Holder, who had arm problems. Hasn't been the same since. I guess the depth, because they have Scherzer and DeGrom are going to be out right now. We'll see what happens there. Talked about the Emmys awards. Can you believe that shit? 37 Emmy Awards that were won by a fake ESPN employees, then re-engraved and given to hosts who were ineligible for the award. 37. At the time of the show's victories, on-air talent was prohibited from winning outside of individual categories to prevent front-facing talent from winning 2 awards for the same work, termed double dipping in the NATAS rulebook, the National Academy of Television Arts and Sciences. Oh my God, just what a bunch of, they're fucking crazy, man. Why would you do stupid shit like that? They'd use fake names and everything? Ridiculous. All right, did I miss anything else today? No. End to El Nino. They said we're getting snow. No. Let me see. Okay, Mama called. No. Chris Pratt, 3 kids, good for him. Chuck rips Bucks defense. What defense? Hill has jokes for his former teammates ahead of their game. Good for him. You got to win the game. Taylor Swift. Plan to get, whoa, is this getting married? Plan to move in together? Oh, please. Source says they plan to get engaged this summer. Come on. Oh, they're close to choosing a GM for the Commanders. Who cares? I don't even know who these people are. Yeah. Anything else I missed? Yeah. All right. I think that's it. Oh, he says, on the guy they picked up. I thought he was excited about the guy they picked up. He was not. Michigan is at Maryland tonight. Maryland hosts Michigan, who sucks. Yes. And I like Angel. Angel's a Texas fan. All right. Let's go to some trivia questions. Trivia questions it is. Okay, hold on a sec. Hold on. Okay. Last show's trivia question was... Okay, shite. Oh, Alabama's only overtime bowl losses have been to, we did this last night. Michigan in 2000 and 2024. Only overtime bowl losses to Michigan. That's pretty funny. Okay, the last time the Timberwolves beat the Celtics in Boston, who was the starting center? The last time the Timberwolves beat the Celtics in Boston, who was the starting center for Minnesota? That's my trivia question for tonight. All right. Any got it? Aaron, Josh, got any? Ernesto, Angel, have any answers? Any answers to this one? Or is everybody done for the night? Did I tire everybody out? I think he's still upset about the. No, he's not. Hey, listen. I hope Aaron Rodgers becomes a better. What was I going to say to you? Becomes the greatest Jet ever, and the Jets have a great season, but I don't think it's happening. Guys. I'd love it to. So I don't think anybody has the answer. The last time they won Toys On. What do you mean Toys On? Movie toys? I don't know what Toys On. Tyson Chandler. No, but good answer. I said Toys On. Good answer. I'll give you a second one. The last center, who was the center for the T-Wolves the last time they won in Boston? And it's kind of like a guy, it was, I sometimes see some good questions. So that's what I try to do. Yeah. Okay, guys. Josh, got anything else? Aaron, are you watching the Brother's Son? Are you watching that? Echo, guys. Echo was really good, dude. And it's short episodes, 5 episodes. Bam, you'll be done. Echo, really good. Highly recommend Echo. All right, guys. Thanks for today. Josh, Aaron, Ernesto, Angel. Angel was back and forth with me today. I appreciate it. Love the love. I know that Rob is at the Billy Joel concert, which I'd be tearing my eyes out if I had to go to see. Yes. Show the guns there, buddy. Show the guns. I got to get back to the gym. I kind of want, I could go for tonight, some spare ribs. I might get some spare ribs. Spare ribs, a little fried rice. Yeah, that's the good stuff. All right, guys. Send my love. Peace out. Company of Jace. Harrison, and thank you, Hal, for your funny stuff today. Gumbo Chef. Everybody have a great day. Sausage and peppers. Josh, that would kill me. Kill me. I love it, but it doesn't love me. All right, man. I'm giving a heart to you guys. A heart from right here. Later, guys. Adios.